It is a Saturday and I'm in the woods with Coco. It's very sticky and close this morning. I wonder if we're going to get some rain later, hopefully. Meant to be high to 27, which will just be delightful. Not complaining. Just, you know, I've always said blue skies and sunshine 27, okay. Sticky, cloudy 27, not okay. Anyway, my other little, you know, ready to get the violins out for me. I'm on my third week of working with no day off, and it's just starting to grate on me a little bit. But the problem is with being a freelancer is you take all the work you can get, because obviously you never know when work might slow up. You never know. I'm just trying to make sure Coco doesn't stand on the tree roots. You never know when work's going to slow down. You never know when horses might end up going off work. Summer holidays can be a little bit quiet for me if kids are back home riding their own horses and ponies. So, you know, when it's busy, you kind of have to roll with it. But yes, and I'm not talking about working, you know, from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. every day. It's not quite like that, but it is very busy at the moment, and I'm very grateful. But I'd really like a day off. But anyway, all is good. I've actually got up and ridden mine early because it's obviously going to be a warm one. So actually this afternoon I should definitely have some time to get some jobs done at home, which is good. I'm whispering because I'm in the woods, obviously. There's quite a few people out because it's a weekend. And as I've already said, I hate vlogging in front of people. It always feels so awkward. But yeah, so I've got a dilemma. It's not an important dilemma, but yeah, you have to, well, you can't help me out on this, guys, because I need to make a decision by tonight. And this vlog goes up tomorrow, so you guys are no help to me at all. But I'm going to tell you about it anyway. I've got a Sienna update. I'll do that in a minute. First up, my little mini dilemma. Now, with having horses, I have them because I love the sport, I love competing. That's what keeps me motivated and driven. As you have realised recently, we haven't been doing much competing because I did my last show with Coop back in February, and Sienna's taking a bit of time, and you know, we've not been out and about. And I love competing and I love going out, and it gives me such a buzz. And I am still registered BD. Corporal is still registered BD. Can you guess where I'm going with this? And I'm like, do I do it to him? I've lied to him a lot through his life. I don't think he's going to find it unusual if I lie to him once again. So I obviously said that I was going to retire him at the Winter Regionals, which I did. But I'm now thinking, do we just go to a show for a bit of fun? Do we just go do a BD for a bit of fun? Because, hear me out, at the beginning of the year I did a show. I got half my summer regional qualifications then. I'd probably need to go to one show, and I'd probably get them done. And I could go to summer regionals in August, which are at Hartbury, if I wanted. And it is so tempting. He has not been schooled very much recently, so he doesn't look particularly muscly or dressage-y. But sometimes that works in his favour, because when he doesn't do it much, he tends to be better. I gave him a quick school yesterday. I'll put some footage in now. Look a bit weedy, but he actually moved really well. He felt pretty good, and I'm really tempted. I have to enter by tonight if I want to go. What do I do? What do I do? That's my little dilemma. Now, the reasons for not doing it. Obviously, it's expensive. I've got a lot of outgoings at the moment. Sorry, I feel like I've got something biting my arm. I've got a lot of outgoings at the moment, and I could probably spend my money on something more beneficial and important than, you know, having a bit of fun and going to a show. Realistically, Coop doesn't really want to do it. But, you know, we know he doesn't love dressage, and he's old enough now that, you know, he shouldn't have to go out and do it. So that's the other part of me. It's like, you know, you're being really cruel doing that to him, and honestly, it's probably going to be the best part of the £100 if I go. So I do have a second option, which is to go to arena hire and have a little jump, which would be fun, and I'm not saying no to, and would be a slightly cheaper option. But I'm a bit wary of jumping coop, just because I don't want to break him, and you know, he's got old bones, that boy. But I could be careful. So yeah, I can't decide. I just really fancy a competition, I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably have to go to the show on my own, which I haven't done before. How sad is that? I've not done a show on my own before. I'm really lucky that most of the time Mum will come with me. So, you know, I'm not really gonna be able to vlog it, because it's just me. But yeah, it would make me really happy though. But, you know, I do need to think of coop. Also, next week's cool, which is great. That's the other bonus. If it had been hot, I wouldn't have bothered. But it's actually meant to be quite a cool week. And I thought, well, if everyone's going to do it, next week's the time. Also, summer qualifications finish at the end of June, so that would be my only chance anyway. What to do. I honestly don't know. Right, enough of me talking about myself. Let me know, guys, in the comments below what you have been up to. Have you been competing this weekend? Have you got any champs you're aiming for? Are you aiming for the BD regionals? Summer regionals? Yeah, let me know. I'm interested. I want to hear all about it. Make me jealous. And I, yes, best update you on Miss Sienna. It's not awful, but look at this horse. You're so fat. It drives me insane when he's constantly trying to grab the branches, because he's an absolute porker. He doesn't need any more food, do you? Anyway, Sienna. Evening, guys. It is the most glorious evening. Look at that. Absolute perfection. Obviously, Sienna and Coot, you probably can't see through the sun, but just behind me having their kind of evening grass time, because, you know, they're very lucky. I thought I would do my update on Sienna. I'll try and make it really short. Recap. I said that I didn't think there's a bit of a wind in the background. Not sure how well this is going to work. We'll go with it. That she hadn't been feeling 100% in her work, and I just felt like something was going on and we needed to look into it. I questioned hormones. She was also struggling to pick up the left canter lead, which was unusual for her. Other than that, she was kind of working all right, but just not as good as I thought she had been. And we obviously did bloods, and they were all fine, because I did question her hormones. Bloods were fine. She had her teeth done, and this is all a bit of a recap. But, you know, the last baby caps have come out now, so it's allowing the adult teeth to really push through. So the teeth are looking good. There was nothing in her mouth that would suggest any problems there. And then I had the chiropractor out, who's also my vet this week, because I've been spending those pennies. And she does have a bit of a sore back again, actually, which is a shame. So at the beginning of the year, I don't know if you guys remember, she got cast in the stable, and she did upset her back a little bit then. And there's two things we think is going on. One, we think she's a big lass, Sienna. I mean, honestly, that girl is big. She's not just tall, but she's quite solid. She's a solid girl. She's only 5 last month, and I just think she's going to take a while to grow into herself. And I think it may be that she spends the rest of this year growing. She's still really bum high. And I think the problem is that, you know, she keeps growing and her body's a little bit all over the place, and she's just struggling to adjust to it. And like I say, she hasn't leveled out yet. So she's putting a lot of effort into growing. And I think that's not helping when it comes to her, like, ridden work and how she's feeling. You know, she can't move so well if her bum's up in the air. And we also think she may have had a slip in the field, or maybe she's rolled funny or something. You know, it's like concrete out there, because her back was quite sore when she had a treatment. And there was a few places that were a bit tight and so on. So she can still be worked, but we're just dropping her work back a little bit. So no lateral work or anything like that. We're just keeping it really basic, walk, trot, circles, lots of stretching, that kind of thing. And we'll just monitor the back. Hopefully, like last time, now she's had a treatment, she'll be fine. But I think it's a time thing with her. Some horses, you know, they're 4-year-olds and they can get on and go to shows and compete, and they're absolutely fine. And I just think she's one of those, it's just going to take time, and you just got to go with it. You know, you can't rush her. She'll take as long as she takes. And obviously I don't want to upset her body. If her body needs the time to really grow into itself, like I say, she's going to be huge. She's such a big girl. But, you know, it takes a while, doesn't it? So you just got to go with the pace they're going at. And if she doesn't go to a show this year, she doesn't go to a show this year. We're just going to give her the time she needs. So we'll just monitor it and keep an eye on it. But, you know, the chiropractor / vet wasn't too worried. She just thinks she needs time. Still needs to stay in a bit of work for sure, but yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it. So that is the update on Sienna. I'm going to leave them to have another hour or so out in the field. I'm going to go and muck out and then watch a bit more of Glastonbury. which, let's be honest, looks absolutely epic. So yeah, I hope you had a good weekend and enjoyed this amazing weather. In fact, it's so much nicer now because at least we've got blue skies, whereas earlier it was a bit cloudy and a bit greenhouse feel. But it's absolutely blooming beautiful out here now.